January 25th. Got the tractor in the shop, and since we got this tractor, my dad and I split on this. I think it was 2018-ish, so that's going on 8 years now that we've had this. Wow. So ever since we've got it, I've wanted to put lights on it. It's got a few lights in the hood here, and then it's got these side lights on it. They're better than no lights, but not great. So I've always wanted to put some lights up top and shining backwards, and it's in the shop here, and I kind of had the idea to start poking around seeing about putting some lights on it. So I popped the hood and was looking at the battery, and then I noticed it was kind of rusty down in there, so pulled the battery out, hosed her down with WD-40 in there, and then that led to me seeing the rad was dirty and it needed to be blown out, and then I ended up blowing out the air filter, and it's just kind of turned into this whole thing. So then in my mission for looking for lights, I wanted to look at the fuse box, and it's under the floor. So then I lift this up and it's wet under there. There's water laying and the paint's peeling off the floor, so I cleaned that, vacuumed it. You can see I undercoated it under the mat to protect it, and this is where I'm at for right now. I was trying to see the back of the firewall here, like the back of the dash, to see where I can run a wire up through. So I ended up, to get in there, I took the hood off, there's 2 plates there so I can see that, and then now I've got some wire here. I'm just trying to figure out where I'm going to run it under the cab and how I'm going to get it up under the dash. Well, I got a wire snake through. Old extension cord. Logger approved. Drilled a little hole there. Runs down, got her fish down underneath, comes along the bottom of the cab or the bottom of the floor, and then just got it there for now so I can put everything up here back together, put these panels on, put the hood back on, and then at least it won't be so torn apart, and then I can focus on getting my switches in and getting power hooked up. So I got the hood back on, side panels back on, and the dash is plugged back in, but it's just sitting there. This is not very handy to put in and out. I'm gonna have to use this tractor at some point before I get this wiring finished up, so I just did that so it's usable. But then we'll mount some lights. I wasn't quite sure what I wanted to do, like lighting, circuit, and switch wise, but I think I've decided on 3 separate circuits. I'm gonna have either 1 or 2 lights here that shine down to light this up at the back, and then I think I'm gonna put a light on either side there shining down. So that'll be attached to the running light circuit, so when you turn the tractor's lights on, these lights, the headlights, and the shining down lights will come on. So that'll be all run by that switch. I want to put a couple lights up front that shine forward, which will be run by 1 switch I add, and then I'm going to have a couple lights that shine way backwards, also added by another switch. I think I'm just going to add the switches here in the dash, 1 on either side. These are the switches I'm going to use. They are dipped in rubber and they're completely sealed. I wouldn't say they're submersible waterproof, but they're definitely sealed from dust, and then they have a little rubber that goes over the toggle to seal it up as well. That was the part number for them. But yeah, I bought those to put them on a 4-wheeler one time for plowing lights, and never got around to using them, so it'll be perfect for this. If it was a cabbed machine, you could just use regular toggle switches or rocker switches, but this one's going to be out in the elements, so rubber switches it is. So I got the wiring all tidied up for under the dash, so I got both on-off switches here. I took power from the ignition circuit. I realize I never showed what I did there. But anyways, the 1 wire that goes into the ignition, I use the test light. It's got power all the time, so these lights will work even if the ignition's off, which I wanted. I piggybacked off to feed this switch. The other wire I piggybacked off to loop around and feed this switch, and then the white wire and the black wire will be power feeding out back there for the lights. And when I originally did this, I wasn't sure about the 3rd circuit. I'm not going to use this green wire, but it can just be a spare if I ever need one. Get that dash button back up, and that'll be it for the wiring portion under here. Alright, so here's the update. Got the backlights mounted and the wires kind of laid on there and run, and the wire running up to the front for the front lights. So I've got this piece of angle iron here I'm going to mount across the front up underneath the roof to mount the light bar to, because it's narrower than the roof frame itself. So I'll get that cut to length and probably get a coat of paint on it too, and then get some of this wiring finalized. So the lights that I'm gonna mount here and then on either side up there are gonna be wired to the running light circuit, and I needed to figure out which wire was which, so I pulled the tail light out, and then that turns into me realizing this is full of dirt in here, and then I'm like, wow, I should use the air compressor and blow it out and then undercoat it. This is why it takes me forever to do anything, but I like just going the extra mile. It's time consuming, but I find it satisfying, and why not take care of stuff? So I got both tail lights out of her now. Give her a little shot of oil before I put it all back together. What do we got here? Saturday morning, January 31st. So I'm making pretty good progress here. I've got all these little lights mounted that I want to connect to the running light circuit. So yesterday when I had the tail light out of it, I determined which wire was the running lights, and it's the brown with the white stripe. So I've got the harness opened up back here and I found brown with the white stripe, but I want to find which one is the ground. And there's two different black wires. One's a little bigger and then one's, I don't know if there's a marking on this one. But anyways, there's only 4 wires in here. I'm guessing one of them is a ground. So I've got the brakes applied right now so I can figure out which one is the brake light wire, and then process of elimination should lead me to the ground wire. Brown with a stripe, and what's that one? Black with a blue stripe. And then that leaves the black and the red. They're both not live. Before I commit to cutting this wire right off, I wanted to test it to make sure it is the running light circuit. And it is. Very delicate operation here. I think that was the last connection I had to make. Like, I still have to tidy up all this wiring, but I've got that grounded there. I've got all the power hooked up. I'm ready to give this a try, I think. The light bar isn't hooked up yet. I can't tip it down because it's hitting this. So I'm gonna drill holes in this part so these brackets hang down to give it clearance to pivot. Right now it's gonna shine and hit that, so I'll give these a try. Hey, look at that. I thought those lights would be brighter than that. It's not bad. Oh, they just came on brighter. Maybe they'll be brighter when it's running.
Now we can use the tractor in the nighttime with the light.
That's right, yeah. Maybe we'll try the backup lights now? Why don't they work? Okay. Troubleshooting for that, I guess. Okay, with both switches on under the dash, I got power at both of these, so that's good. That's gonna be sweet. Coming down the home stretch now. Got this remounted. Now with them mounted up like that, it holds the light down more so it's not just shining into the roof. I'm probably still gonna have to adjust it a bit, but that's not looking too bad. I'm down to the last connection. And to go the extra mile on this job, figured I'd clean the windows. Seems kind of strange to clean windows on an open cab tractor, but this one does have 3 pieces of glass. Everything I do, I try to go above and beyond and do something a little extra, so that was the extra on this one. February 7th. It's a cold morning. Minus 23, feels like minus 33. I'm heading out on the tractor to go plow some snow. I got to get the driveway opened up into the campground to get out a couple old pieces of deck in there because I want to bring them in here to take them apart to use the lumber to build shelves for the sea can. That's why this trailer's in here. I was hoping I'd just be able to drive in there and get the decks, but at this point there's too much snow. Even the tractor won't go in there, so be good to get that driveway opened up anyway. So gonna head down there, test out the new lights, and do some cold weather plowing. Gonna put my balaclava and snowmobile helmet on. I'll be fine. I'm Canadian, eh? I just wanted to take a minute to appreciate how much snow we actually have right now. So right down to the ground, that's right above my knee. I know that's not really a lot, but for here, for the last how many winters, we've had pretty poor snow conditions, so this isn't so bad. It's kind of hard plowing with the tractor, but the new lights are working well. Made it into the campground. And there's the decks I'm after. Tractor's working good. There is a lot of snow. It is hard pushing. My alarm just went off at 7 a.m. I'm kind of warm, but my toes and hands are freezing, so I'm gonna head her for home and have some breakfast. At least I'm able to get in here now. That's good. Next step, getting those home.